Intercultural Design Vlog 1. So, in this vlog, we're going to talk about what we experienced so far. So, what you'll be hearing is some of my narrations along the way live, and we really enjoyed this session. And what you can see here is Jinchi briefing the group. So Jinchi here is briefing the group about what we're about to do, and this was in the morning when we started off. It was around 9 o'clock in the morning, and then we went to the station at Il03 station. So here we saw a lot of candies being sold, lots of basically junk food, and I'll explain the rest. Hello, so it's time for another vlog. So we are right now on, this is the second day. Yesterday after arrival, the last live stream we had was we were at the airport and we were waiting for a flight. Now you can see we are walking in a group and we are actually on the way to Il03 station, and that's where we are going to the K-Style hub, where we're going to explore some of the things about the Korean culture. And weather is pretty interesting. It's for about roughly 4 degrees. It's like a very cold aircon. Daytime is not so bad. Oh, okay. Wrong way there. Busy talking. So, okay, you see, we are all moving. Okay, so we are going to the station and we're walking around the back lanes of the hotel. I was staying in Holiday Inn, and these guys are staying, some of them are staying in Stars Hotel. So one group is with Jinchi and one group is with me. So we enjoyed our stay last night and food was great for dinner. Okay, time to stop now. We're gonna go to the station and the next live is at the destination. Beautiful morning now in the streets, and instead of taking the station, we decided to walk to K-Style Hub. K-Style Hub. The cold got my lips. Okay, so we decided to do that. Yeah, so we were just waiting here to find our directions, and apparently along the way there's quite a number of things you can see. So that's why we prefer to do that. And this is one thing. Google Maps is so useful in these situations. So okay, going there now. So as we walked along the streets on the way to the K-Style hub, we saw lots of hardware shops. It was quite interesting, and we looked at the lifestyle in Korea. We soaked up the experience. Soaking up the experience is so important because we could see a lot of details. You could see transport, you could see buildings, architecture. Architecture is one of the biggest highlights along the way as we walk along. The buildings look so incredible, the skies were clear. We don't see a cloud in the sky, but yet we feel cold.
This is one of Seoul's financial district.
We looked at, it's not something that we experience every day compared to living in KL or Sunway or near campus. Here we are crossing the big road. You notice everything here is so spacious. The roads are wide, and I had a chat with Jinchi about this, and then you notice there's no drains. You don't really see drains. They're pretty covered up.
This is such an eye-opening walk. We just passed through the financial district, and you can see Stephanie behind here. She's actually been here 3 times, and she's been telling us that there's even a mama place, a Korean version of a mama place. Right, Jinchi? Yeah. So we can't wait to explore some of these things. Some of the view here is just fascinating. There are quite a number of open areas that we can sort of gather around. You guys got to see the view. The view is just magnificent.
As I've said, the architecture here is amazing, and it's really nice to see how in the morning the sunlight really plays on the buildings. So the morning when we looked at all these buildings, it's so beautiful to look at. We can't help as we walk along. We just had to just film everything that we see, and the students also, I noticed they were also fascinated by this atmosphere, the environment, the ambience of it all. We were just soaking it in, and it was really an eye opener. Um, the texture, the reflections on the buildings, the against the backdrop of the sky, which is very clear. You can see the gradient, how the building is so picturesque, and it's something that's a sight to behold, really. Now, as we walk along, we also come to a very open area. There are a lot of spacious areas for us to congregate, and we're able to see some strange plants being planted, growing in planter boxes. These look like salad-like plants, but they look like flowers, but actually they could be vegetables. And it's nice to see how in winter, where trees have no leaves, and how they contribute to the aesthetics of the facades as we view them.
Okay, we are still actually on the way to K-Style Hub, but you can see the background, the view while walking here and there is absolutely breathtaking. Taken quite a number of pictures, and it just can't help appreciating the view everywhere we are going in the financial area of Seoul. There's so amazing modern architecture here, and yeah, I can see them. Yeah, so yeah, so we are still on the way to K-Style Hub, and the whole journey is quite an inspiration. We're really enjoying the whole walk. We don't really feel the distance. We're really appreciating the view and the culture, the modern culture here. Alright, moving on.
Eventually, we reached the K-Style Hub, and then this is what you're looking at here is the front facade of the building, the plaza. And in this plaza, before we went in, we actually went in and found out some information. Then we briefed the students. So we were preparing to go in.
We are now at the K-Style Hub. So the K-Style Hub is a place where they can experience all this Korean culture and experience some of the unique things about Korea. So we're actually now going to this to experience it. So we are here right now at the K-Hub I think we are at the third floor or second floor. So what's happening now is there are 5 floors to this building that we can actually explore, and you can see all our students are all over the place, and yeah. So here we've been given guidelines to what we can experience. They can actually have a hanbok wearing workshop. So that's one of those workshops that they can participate in. Another one is a fermentation, something to do with fermented food like kimchi. There's also a baking workshop. These are like craft things. So yeah, so I'm just going to continue doing this and then we'll come back to you. Okay, so now we are on our way to Dongdaemun Design Plaza. It's something like the
Plaza.
Yeah. so wow. See, the sun is right behind me. Okay. So we had a fantastic time at the K-Style Hub. They've learned quite a number of things about Korean cuisine, a range of stuff. Hanbok, pretty good introduction to the Korean culture there. It's a very interesting place. So right now we are actually going towards the Design Plaza. We're walking towards the station, or we might be walking all the way there. So we're just seeing what goes. So you can see the atmosphere here is fantastic. This is a very busy lunchtime. Yeah, yeah, very busy lunch period.
兩嚿，兩嚿，兩嚿，兩嚿，四嚿，四嚿，邊兩嚿㗎？兩嚿，兩嚿，兩嚿，四嚿。琴晚叫你飲酒，你冇嚟嘅？
It's really nice to look at the people around us, especially the Koreans. They're going about their business. It's nice to look at what's going on. People here are so well mannered. You hardly hear anyone yelling, cursing. Prices here for food is quite competitive. Some are expensive, some are affordable. So we went to a very nice place, me and Jinchi, but some of the students found some really affordable place. So we might just target those places. Okay, once we are at the Design Plaza, next video coming up.
Then we decided to take the train. So we took the train all the way to Yeongwon, and here, as we were reaching, we were experiencing again the subway station, and it was quite an interesting experience again.
Alright, so we are now at the Dongdaemun Design Plaza. So here is where we see everything design culture, and everything about the design scene in Korea is going to be around here. So you can see that we are underneath some very interesting structures. So we're going to go ahead and have a look. Whew, very exciting. So we are actually in front of the Dongdaemun Culture and Dongdaemun History and Culture Park station. That is what they call this place, History and Culture Park. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're excited. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll be back.
So at the Dongdaemun History and Culture Park, it's called the Dongdaemun Design Plaza as well. So there's the design lab and there's the design markets, where a lot of the things that we see here are design based, which means they are many manufacturers who design things. Here, this is a piano which is full of graffiti, and also in the design hub, you could see things like toys, action figures. Anything that represents something that's been designed is being sold there. Doesn't matter which company it represents, but as long as it's intentionally designed. So some of these are very common items where we can actually see almost like collectibles, and here they are on display with dioramas, and it's really nice to appreciate. I mean, fanboys would really love places like this. And moreover, you could actually explore the place as much as you can. Then after that, we went to Myeongdong. After the design plaza, we went to Myeongdong, and Myeongdong is a shopping district where there's so many things to see, so many things to shop, and so many things to appreciate in terms of what they were selling, what they were displaying outside their shops, their stalls, bags, hats. Wow, it was really we were really spoiled for choice, and there's so many kinds of snacks, squids, sweet snacks, and you see all kinds of people as well. You can really appreciate the life there. How different it is. Actually, Myeongdong Center kind of reminds me of Petaling Street back in Malaysia, where there's so many things being sold, and it's kind of a tourist hub. To a lot of tourists, we notice quite a number of tourists going around, and even Koreans, locals, going around and not just purchasing, they were just passing through, but many of them were participating in the whole hustle and bustle of browsing what is there, what is available. And we could see that, like here you see this guy selling corn, butter corn, and you see different vendors um, having variety of different snacks, food, something you can just eat along the way. You can see sometimes some places you can see a Christmas tree still there, they haven't really taken it down, and you can see clothes being sold on the streets, just like what you see in Petaling Street, and you could actually see it here as well. And there's so many tourists here. I believe many of the tourists are from China, because you hear Mandarin speaking people, and they're so appetizing and they're tempting to buy. That's the whole point of it. Um, when I was exploring this place, you're just tempted to try everything, but you can't try everything. Here you can see here this guy, he sells scallops, and you can see how he's cutting the scallops and removing the scallops from the shell. And here you could see fresh fruit juices, and people really here appreciate things like this. And in winter, this is winter time, I was under the impression that you don't get a lot of these during winter time, but I was so wrong.
Wow.
Check this out. This is all pomegranates.
Check out the
Look at the
number
number
of
of pomegranates
pomegranates
in
over
that. That's just amazing. Look at the amount of pomegranate skin.
These pomegranates are from.
So pure pomegranate juice. You never see something so intensified, in terms of creating juices. There's also like jackets, clothes. I think winter
Wow, it's
season
all
you
locomotion.
can actually see them selling a lot of jackets. Here you could see a bunch of tourists trying to get some chestnuts, corn. It's really exciting to see
But I don't know,
how
I
busy
don't know,
this
I feel it's
place
not
is.
for lights,
It's
it's
just
like
full of
do
people.
that.
And there's a variety in how they garnish the food as well. If you look at how they make it, looks so appealing when you look at it. So they're not designing the food,
This
but
can
they're
be worth
designing
trying.
how it's presented.
This is a
Um,
real octopus.
It looks natural,
And,
but it's not exactly natural. but but it's really the perception of what's natural that's important. So if you look at pictures like this, if you look at what they are doing, it's the selling that's very natural. People want to sell and make an impression, and the coloring. I mean, the sauce, the smell, the vapor that's emanating from the food. Whatever they are selling, even the signages, these are important. And here you see these are actually fried small tiny crabs, and these are really delicious. They have a specific sauce to go on those crabs. I actually tried one of it. Not very far, there's the embassy of China. I didn't see any other embassies nearby, but they're constantly guarded by policemen. And here there are stalls selling tea, medicine, herbal medicines, and there are snack places which are very highly on demand. And here we see a smoking zone. There are some pictures of the crowd and everything. Myeongdong is a very interesting place, but we didn't spend a lot of time here, but I'll be sure to return to this place. So this marks the end of the first day.